traders and investors alike. We're green today. Just want to start by saying I do apologize for any thunder you may hear. We are in a severe thunderstorm. All right, so let's get to the SPY here. I was looking through some of the bank plays today. They tried to run it open, but they couldn't hold neither. So you got the SPY. We ended up pulling back today. Traded very lightly, only like 53 million shares. And the option flow was also light, which made it pretty difficult for the way that I trade. I did get stuck in a few plays. I ended the day very green, very happy. But I did get stuck in some plays that I should have been winners. I could not get them to sell just because the option flow was light and they were just hard to scalp. You can see we pulled back. We formed this ascending triangle here, and we ended up breaking to the downside on it. You can also see that we pushed back up here at open, took back a lot of the candle. Today's candle. Now we also sold off in after hours, and this was due to Walmart guiding down. So we'll cover Walmart right now. Walmart guided down tonight, so it was trading in the 131 range down to the 118 range. Big pullback, and unfortunately we're probably going to see more of this coming into earnings, and I think that's why a lot of the big players are not participating. Tomorrow's a huge day. We have a huge week. We also have a lot of economy data coming out, GPD this week, PMI this week, the Fed meeting, and Big Daddy Powell this week. So we'll have the numbers, inflation, the new numbers released, talk about the bond sale. So let's go take a look at Tesla. It's about Tesla and SPY were the only things I traded today. You can see it was a tough day. Was able to catch some of this downside here. Just all this shaking up. I'd had this little pattern drawn here. You can see it better on the one. You can see a symmetrical triangle there. Looks a lot better on the one. So you can see we were trading in this wedge here, end up breaking to the downside. So that offered a trade. This one candle right here, I scalped this one candle for $135 scalp. That made my day with the amount of contracts that I had in the game. So let's start talking a little bit about small caps. We talk about the big names all the time. Today was a really good day for the small caps. We actually posted an article in the Facebook about monkeypox, and a lot of those names come right out of the gate running this morning. And I sent out some trade alerts on them very early. You can see we popped right here at the end of the day on Friday, and we had this big pop this morning here. It's definitely worth watching, and you can see that it traded up throughout the day. Another one was GOVX. I was on it this morning. I actually traded this one. You can see got this push up here. You can see it also. You can actually draw a trend line on this. This thing trended up all day long. Very nice play. So we also heard, there was one more. I can't remember the ticker. We also heard a lot of stuff coming over the Squawk Box, which is very, very helpful. So they were talking about Red Box. It got a big push at open. I mean, just a crazy push. You can see right here it flagged over to your VWAP, tried to get to your 9, ripped again, come back, retested the VWAP, ripped again. There are things that keep an eye on. Of course, you want to get back above your 9 before you take your entry. You got confirmation above your 9, but it chopped around. You would have to sit through a little bit of pain, or just be patient for about 10 minutes. Then you got a nice pop there. I like to try to catch the candles right before they pop and get right in on the move. It doesn't always happen, but I'm pretty good at catching the moves without having to sit into a lot of pain. That comes from years of experience. We also heard Tilray across the Squawk Box. You can see this nice move here. And this just isn't one candle up. I mean, it had momentum here, but you can see it pushed up hard, but it isn't just one candle. KOSS, we also caught some stuff on that as well. From the Squawk, come across. I didn't trade it myself, but you know, when you have a move like this, you have this big gap up. This actually halted, and when it come out of the halt, it ended up just pulling right back. Another one was ACN. I haven't even looked at this chart yet. So it had a nice pop here at the end of the day. We got word that it was moving on volume, and it's exactly, you can see the volume bar, a nice move up right there at the end of the day. That would have made a nice trade. What else? Wire was another one that was up that I noticed must have had a decent earnings. I have not read the report. I noticed it was up on our scanner, and I posted some earnings news. So obviously it had earnings, but I didn't take time to read the report yet. So that's one that maybe we can watch tomorrow. Does not have a lot of volume into it. I don't like seeing these broken up charts like that, and that's on the 5-minute time frame. So I'm not crazy about that. Maybe it'll get some more volume. I don't think this is a big volume stock. Maybe, you know, it may be worth trading tomorrow. It could have a lot of shorts into it. Maybe a squeeze play type play. Not really, you know, I'm not super familiar with it. It is more of a I actually thought, honestly, I thought it was more of a small cap, but it is a decent value, $110 stock. But I'm sure there's some short interest into it. I don't know much about the stock. Well, that concludes our video. Keep in mind, we have a lot of earnings. We will try to get a video out in the morning to go over the oscillators to see where we're sitting there, or put the call ratio. Today was just a very slow day. Oh yeah, I forgot. We did have energy popping off. So let's take a look at a few of them. So let's go back to the 5, which was huge here. Nice push there. I know some of our members got a hold of MRO. I know we got a hold of ExxonMobil. And you can see the levels, you know, like that MRO, you can see there's a level there that, you know, these levels are called out in the Discord several times. You can see where we tested it, pulled back. So that could have been a play right there, just watching that level, looking for a move down, seeing support at the 20. Believe it or not, that little move right there would pay if you got the proper strike and you have flow coming into them. Well, that concludes our video for today. Keep in mind, earnings, you know, big week. Days like today, we have to get in. You know, these are not big money days. They're days to make money, but they're not days to try to set records. There's always short side, but it was very choppy. Short-term expirations getting chopped up. You know, this is when you want to move out a little bit and try to buy a little more time if you're trying to stay into them. You know, if you're scalping and short-term trading like me, then, you know, the short-term expirations is where you want to be, as long as you're ready for that style of trading. Have a good night, everyone, and I will see you in the trading room tomorrow. Let's get that bread.